and we were selling retail online. So I would do like a webinar. A webinar is like a glorified infomercial on my laptop where I would talk to you, and I would bring people through the full spectrum from like beginning, here's you at massage school, here's where we're going. And when we got to this point, they would freak out. They're like, dude, what the hell is this? I'm like, the future. So I had those materials, and that was nice because it did something that my body work couldn't do. He has to come and take class with me in person. Like I had to come to Killeen to like teach a class with him in person, to have him in person in class, to be able to feel pressure, timing, all of that stuff. But I was already making workbooks and videos, and I had told people, I'm like, I can't teach what I do online. What did I wind up doing? As much as I could, I was teaching online, and then I went, wait, workbooks are expensive to distribute. Like ink and paper, I have to put it in the mail, you have to ship it, it's costly to print. You know, poor trees. Hopefully we've elevated their stature, done well with their carbon. But at the same time, I was like, video. I was already making videos. I'm like, can we do a subscription service? And it's like, yeah, we've already got the software. And I was like, oh my God, are you... So here's what happened. You started off small. Make little videos, show people how to do stuff. I started just recording my classes and uploading the whole class. His class that he took, I recorded the whole class. I'm going to upload it soon. It's another 18, hours of footage or whatever. When I talk to school owners, what do? You don't like upload the whole class, do you? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh my God, people aren't going to take your classes. What do you think?
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they would.
They will.
But you're giving away.
You're not getting the
You're giving away all the
experience if you're
secrets.
watching it, though. But from how much that you show from that video, they actually want to be there in person to actually feel what you're doing.
Because the digital sells the organic, and the organic sells the digital. Because he'll take a class. Did you buy the materials from me?
Yeah, I'm actually having it online.
So you purchased it online?
Yes.
Okay. So the thing is, did you do that after you took class with me?
Yes.
See? Because for him, it worked in reverse. He took the in-person class, wanted the digital stuff. There are people in South Dakota who are studying with me for $7 a month. Right now, we have 140 hours worth of my instructional content, and we add to it every week. By the end of the year, we're going to be well over 200 hours. And we're not even offering online CE credit yet. People are actually getting angry at how I'm offering education now. I've almost had posts deleted where people were reviewing my subscription service in glowing terms, and they're like, what is this? Is this a class you took? No. Did you get CE credit for this? No. And they're like, we're going to delete this. What is this? And I'm like, it's a subscription service. And they're like, what? It's the Netflix of massage education. And they're like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, the future. $7 a month. What does it cost me to distribute?
Basically, you're checking.
Very little.
Like,
very, very little. Yeah. Very, very, very little.
Yeah, bandwidth, yeah.
And for like you guys, are you on the subscription service? You said you weren't, right? So before I leave today, I don't have it set up. Tonight, I'll go home and set it up. I'll give you the subscription service for $1 for the first month.
You told me to sign up.
Doesn't matter. Right? After that, it'll be $7, but you get to sign up and you can basically scroll through that 140 hours of content and watch whatever you want. That vault keeps growing and getting larger and larger and larger. The students now, what are they starting to complain about? This is what cracks me up.
Too much.
I was like, yes! To get to the point where you have too much, yes! You've won, because they can't even watch it all. They're like, I'm looking for this. Like they're looking for one specific technique. Now I'm having to go back. We're having to niche down and make smaller content.
Organize them.
Exactly. But the thing is, for me, the whole thing was like, how do you show it and document it again and again and again and again and again and make it approachable for everybody? Listen, there are people in New Zealand studying with me. And when I talk to them in our private Facebook group and we're talking, and the guy's like, I'd like to study with you, but it's really expensive to come from New Zealand. And I was like, dude, you can host the first class. I'll be happy to come to New Zealand. Make sense?
One guy said, hey, will you come all the way over here?
Yeah.
We'll pay for your... As long as you pay for my plane ticket.
Yeah, no, travel's fine, because that would be fun to go teach, right? The issue was like, how do you reach out to people and educate them about the fact that there was something else available? And I really butted up against all the obstacles and regulation and red tape and sort of cultural boundaries and barriers to try to come out on top, to figure out how do you continue educating, how do you keep sharing information. At this stage, through my social media channels, especially YouTube and Facebook, we're releasing a video a day. We're getting anywhere from like 1,000 to 4,000 views per video organically without even paying. It's like a many-headed hydra. The first 2 workbooks are now available on Kindle through Amazon. Like, we just keep like pushing, right? Like more exposure, more reach. When it comes to massage itself, I think there's a bit of, it'll make more sense, I think, particularly when you guys are working and you've had a chance in the industry for a while to kind of get seasoned. I don't want to speak ill of Massage Envy, for instance. I think they actually did a really good thing in promoting massage. Like, the reason I can have a niche service, an artisanal service, right? I'm in Austin. That's big. Is it local? Does it keep Austin weird local?
Yeah.
Right? But he's in Round Rock.
Still part of Boston.
Yeah. So McDonald's can sell a hamburger. Massage Envy can sell a massage. What do we sell? Grass-fed, locally grown, sustainably raised, not factory farmed. We massage the cow with beer. You know, it's like Kobe beef. You know, it's like mercifully slaughtered, whatever that means. Yeah, right? And then the microgreens are grown in an aquaponic facility, and the fish poop feeds the plants, and exactly, yeah. And then the wheat is harvested by hand by a hippie who lives on air, and he uses a scythe to keep his carbon footprint low. So we grind our own grains with a natural local sourdough yeast starter. We make all our own mayo or aioli, and now we have that burger to sell. Now, do we charge McDonald's prices for that?
No. That rate, no.
And you can charge $20 for that. There's I don't know what there is in Killeen. In Austin, there's Hop Dotties.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like, oh no, all of our soda is only cane sugar sweetened. You don't like sugar?
diabetes in a cup.
But it's not high fructose corn syrup.
Straight sugar is still
Yeah,
got.
but it's still sugar. But anyway, if you're offering this stands out. With that standing out becomes haters, comes some flack, comes some other weird stuff, comes increasing marketing and a little bit of work. But can you charge more for your time than Massage Envy will pay you?
Yes.
Yeah. And all you have to do, you can get a job at Massage Envy and just start doing some of this on the side. Your private practice, 2 clients a week.
Just keep one foot on the floor.
Yeah. Somebody came in, he had taken table tie, Joshua Ligari, I think is his name. He had taken table tie with me at Lauderstein, and that was what I was recommending him. He had like a certain number of set hours at a facility, kind of wanted to do this. He started picking up private clients, and when he leveled out like his rate of pay, he went from like $35 an hour to $54. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
That sounds better. When you see enough private clients, you go, ooh, I like this. This is nice. I'm making more money per hour, right? That's what you want to go towards. I think long-term selling massage starts to become a loss because what you're doing is you're selling a commodity. You're selling a hamburger. When you go to the store, do you want a can of corn? Or do you want a can of Jolly Green Giant niblets?
Go with the same thing.
What do the kids want?
Jolly Grants.
Why do the kids want this?
Because they know it.
How do they know this?
TV.
Uh-huh. Saturday morning cartoons when I was a kid would run commercials.
Yeah, the Jolly Green Giant.
The Jolly Green Giant. And they knew what they were doing because they knew that the family could afford 14 extra cents a can for corn. Now, this might have been produced in the same facility. The corn came from the same field. They just put a different label on it in some instances. Niblet, by the way, has a trademark after it. Jolly Green Giants, from a branding standpoint, wins, and they charge 14 cents a can more for corn.
They do that with medicine too.
Mm-hmm. And we have laws like regulating how that stuff is done. You can go see a Rolfer Rolfing has a distinction. Rolfing is one of the few things I can think of, maybe even in the public side, that has like a mark of distinction around it. We know it's not massage, right? It's Rolfing. But can you do structural integration? See how that works? Trademark. You can go open up a hamburger stand tomorrow and sell hamburgers. You just can't call it Whataburger. You have to buy into their franchise to do that. Make sense? Yeah, if you want to set up a Massage Envy, how do you do that?
Franchise from them.
Yeah, but if you want to set up your own place, you certainly can, but then you've got a problem. Now you're trying to basically figure out, are you competing with Massage Envy? And then if you're competing with Massage Envy, are you competing with Massage Envy on price to sell a commodity? Make sense? There's a little complexity there, but I go into more detail like on the subscription service and other classes where I drink coffee and lose my mind, rant off into oblivion. Yeah, it becomes a little Nietzschean. You think he's losing his mind, he's got syphilis or something. So for body work, I think I'll just do like a demonstration and we can keep talking.